The new U.S. ambassador to Israel, David Friedman, made one of his first public appearances in Jerusalem. And CBN News got this exclusive interview with the ambassador where we discussed negotiations between Israelis and Palestinians and the relationship between the U.S. and Israel. Ambassador Friedman addressed an annual meeting of the Jewish humanitarian organization B'nai Brit. After the address, he gave CBN News an exclusive interview and explained why current negotiations are held in private.
It really is just a mistake to characterize it to deprive all the parties of private conversations, candid conversations, which I think are necessary. So I'm just really not going to get into it. Not because I want to be coy. I just think it's not the right way to proceed.
Friedman said President Trump's recent Mideast trip made a difference in the region.
He's made enormous strides, I think. I think the trip to Saudi Arabia, the flight from Riyadh to Israel, the trip to the Vatican, it was an extraordinarily successful trip, and I think you'll see more success building upon that.
During his speech, Friedman went off script. Instead of discussing U.S.-Israel relations, Friedman addressed the pressing controversy between American Jewry, the State of Israel, and the status of the Western Wall. But he told CBN News U.S.-Israel relations are deep and wide.
The depth and the breadth of the relationship is well beyond what I think people ordinarily understand. And when you have the privilege to work in the embassy, and you see all the different divisions, how they're committed to trade, they're committed to cultural exchange, they're committed to various economic initiatives. It goes so far beyond the politics that we read about in the paper every day. The bond between our two countries is extraordinary. And I don't know that gets out as much as it should.
As I mentioned in that story, Ambassador Friedman went off script to talk about a pressing controversy between American Jewry and what's happening here in the State of Israel. To talk more about that controversy is the spokesperson from the Jewish agency, Avi Meir. Avi, tell us about the controversy, because I know some of it has to do with what's behind us right now, the Western Wall.
Absolutely, Chris. As you can see, the Western Wall for many years has been divided between a men's section and a women's section, which is wonderful if one comes from an Orthodox background, but if one is either Reform or conservative, as most American Jews are, they're used to praying together, men and women, in a mixed section. And so recently a section was created sort of south of where the separated section is, to enable that to happen. And the proposal that was unfortunately frozen the other day would have further expanded that and made it more prominent, as well as putting it under the authority of a mixed committee comprised of representatives from those movements, Reform and Conservative.
So that upset a lot of American Jewish groups. The other controversy apparently involves conversion between Reformed, Orthodox, and Conservative. Please explain that as well.
Well, the law that has been advanced through the Ministerial Committee on Legislation would essentially say that any conversion conducted in Israel not under the auspices of the Chief Rabbinate would not be recognized by the state. Now that's deeply troubling for many people who would like to convert in an environment that is still Orthodox, that still abides by Jewish tradition, but is perhaps not as stringent as the strictures of the Chief Rabbinate. And so that too is causing a great deal of controversy and a lot of anxiety amongst Jews around the world.
I know the Jewish Agency has been in the center of this controversy, Natan Sharansky as well, AIPAC, other Jewish groups. Where do you think it goes from here?
Look, we're hopeful that the government will ultimately recant and will restore the plan regarding the Western Wall, which would truly enable it to be a place to which every Jew around the world could connect, and will not advance this very damaging legislation about conversion, which we believe would prevent many people who would otherwise want to become a part of the Jewish people from doing so.
Well, I know a lot of Christians would want to pray Psalm 133, that how blessed it is when brethren dwell together in unity, and hope this controversy can be settled out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Avi, for your expertise and explanation. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.